Oh, there you guys are. Hey, I know I left it in here.
That's funny.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Got to polish your screen. It's all fogged up from the
Oh,
fridge.
I gotta polish my screen. Hold
Got
on
to
a
buff it
sec.
up. Got to buff it up.
I forgot to unmark my screen.
Switch off.
I hope that's better.
That's much better.
How you
Now there's like
doing,
a,
man?
but now there's like an orange line in your camera now, like a purple line. What did you do? You pressed too hard, maybe? No, I'm kidding. I'm fucking right. Sorry, FCC. I shouldn't say that word. There's no line. I'm kidding. It looks great.
You can say
Um,
whatever you want. You can use. You can
we're not
use your.
FCC. We're not
I'm not,
FCC.
I'm not gonna filter my
Not
my style of speech
First
because
Amendment.
um you seem a little pixelated.
Huh. I
What
am. I got good. I'm upload service. That's you guys. Okay.
are your other apps open? Perhaps.
Perhaps.
Maybe you should close your other apps.
Close the other apps. They're closed. I have very intrusive apps. They keep. Oh, we have to send you a notification of a message you saw already. It's very important that we also send you the notification, even though we saw that you saw it.
Excuse me, I'm grabbing my water glass.
Um. So whenever you're ready, we'll get back. We'll get started. I guess
Oh, well, we're recording
we're
already.
recording.
Yeah,
Oh, hi everybody. I'm
we've
kidding.
been recording for
I
two
know.
minutes and 20 seconds.
So
But
was
you're still pixel. You're very pixely. You're very pixely.
it should be fine though. You see pixely, but then it like synchronizes it at the end.
Oh, okay. So it records from my end, and then it
Yeah,
records from your end,
folks,
and
do
then
I look more pixelated than him? Only time will tell. But it could be just the internet connection because it records it locally for that specific reason.
yeah, that's the interesting thing. So it should
Um,
work.
it should work. We'll find out. If not, we'll write a very strongly worded to Riverside.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm,
question.
I'm going to introduce the audience to Snoop.
Oh, here we go. The dog.
Snoopy's the dog. He's the dog. He went out and he took a piss and he took a shit, and I was jealous because I can't take shits like that. They're perfect uniform. He doesn't have to wipe his ass. Nothing.
I'm going to have to change the subject, not because I don't enjoy talking about it, but because it might fall under certain categories of medical. Um,
That takes all the fun out of it.
I
No,
know, I know.
not
You're not
medical. I'm
allowed,
talking about my
folks.
dog.
We researched it. You could talk about anything on this podcast. The only thing we can't talk about is financial stuff and medical
You want to
stuff.
start over? Want to start over? We can't.
Your money on your life. No, no, we're good. We're good. We didn't get anywhere. It was going into that direction as you were going to tell us about your shits. I know how these things go. But here's the question for you. Here's the question for you. Have you seen the movie trailer for the upcoming movie, Hail Mary Project?
Yes. Yeah,
Thoughts,
I have.
thoughts. Initial thoughts, not
What the
takeaway.
hell?
So first of all, it's based on a book that's very popular. Um, so it's a good storyline, and it's one of those things very challenging to make it into a movie. And just like I think Dune 2 was a pretty good book movie as a
Yeah.
watch. I've never read the books, and people who read the books, they're just, ah, it's not as good as the book. You know how that goes. We don't have that problem with the Jurassic Park. Have you read Jurassic Park?
I'm
Pretty
not
badly written.
Jurassic Park, but I know who wrote it.
Michael
Do you know who
Crichton.
wrote it? Michael Crichton.
But it was a pretty badly written book. It's one of his earlier books. Like it's pretty sloppy writing. He's a much better writer than that. It's one of
Well,
he wrote it
the
years
movie is
like
better than the book. You mean? Is that what you're telling me?
ideas great, but the movie is outstanding and the book is okay.
right. No, the
And
movie
usually you have a
was
situation, and the book is
they
so
look
much
like
better.
real animals, and it's terrifying. I remember being afraid in Jurassic Park as an adult. No, I was in high school. You and I were both in high school, and that was just a scary ass movie.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't feel scared because I'm never really in a situation where I'm visiting a theme park of dinosaurs. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like they were at home and the dinosaurs were sneaking up. They went to a theme park where these deadly animals were brought back in, and there's like seven movies every time people like I would people go there? I don't know. You
What
think
was your
people would?
favorite of that movie? Do you remember enough of that movie that you have a favorite scene?
I mean, and I've seen the scene since then. That first scene where they see the dinosaurs,
Yeah,
it was
that's great.
very cool and unbelievable. How do they do that? And now you look at it, it's like horrible CGI. Like I don't know, my eye just catches it in a second now. But the T Rex scene is just
The T Rex scene. I would agree.
it's just
I
and
specifically when Goldblum or whatever takes the road flare and goes like, "Come on, come and get me, T Rex."
yeah, and also it's that thing really roamed the earth. Afterwards, in all the movies, they made some kind of hybrid that then was the thing. It's like whatever, you guys made a monster. There was never a situation where nature would have created this. The T Rex, we're looking right at nature. Maybe rewind the clock a bunch, but that's still nature, 100%. It wasn't done with, at some point, 200 million, whatever. Those things roamed the earth for millions of years, and evolved into birds that we see flying around now. And it's just
And it
unbelievable.
took us forever to discover that.
It took us forever. There's a scene where he's giving him that can of the foam, and the inside it's like you could put the vials of the other dinosaur embryos, and they're eating, and there's eggs on the table. They had the DNA right there the whole time. You could make a dinosaur from regular egg DNA
With CRISPR.
with CRISPR and whatever, just knowing what to do or enough time and thing, whatever. It's just funny. They had it in front of them and they didn't, hey, look, it's right in front of us. No one cares.
They have lizards with feathers.
Yeah, big lizards with feathers. But that movie was cool because it created a crazy concept.
It
Uh,
really, it wasn't even a crazy concept. It was crazy. It's like put people into back in time hundreds of millions of years. These things were fossilized, and they really brought the animals to life.
yeah.
And that
Yes.
that T Rex scene, by the way, they made it animatronic for when the car was over the rail, and the kids were stuck in the car and the car was over the rail. They used a real animatronic head for that.
Uh,
Okay, there's when it's chasing Jeff Goldblum. That's Industrial Lighting and Magic,
uh,
George Lucas Company,
ha.
now owned now owned by Disney.
Now one bite and pay. Get more coffee. Um, cool. Yeah, pretty much Disneyfication, Disneyfying something used to mean like making it like theme park rides and kind of silly and kind of like forced innocence type of thing, blah blah blah. Now Disneyfication is like forced diversity, forced this, forced that,
Yeah, I know. It's so messed.
completely exploit the brand until it's worthless. Over
It's
like
so
like like
up.
I wouldn't say it's in shitification, but it's like the manifestation of a sellout. Like you go, whatever, I'm not going to do anything with this. I'll sell it to Disney. That's like you're just giving it up. You're like Disney will figure out how to make money of it. It'll be crap. It'll be passable though. He'll make money or won't. I don't know.
Let me
But
tell you.
you'll make money off it.
Tell you the story of my glasses. I'm going to change this because sitting here, I'm looking at the package, FedEx. So on October, what is today now? November 20th. So on
November
October,
8th.
I ordered from Zenny. I've never had a problem with Zenny. I've ordered at the beginning of the week, and I've had it on the the same week. Amazing express service. Okay, and they insisted to your country express service only, and it got here within 5 days, and I was always very impressed. But for particular glasses, they only gave me the option for standard delivery, and it took 39 days to get here. And at day 30, I was like, what is going on here? I'm waiting. I can't see. And, they, they tell me that they were doing lab maintenance, so uh, they couldn't offer express. So they could only do standard. I'm like, first of all, that's a dumb idea. That's a stupid excuse because that's lab maintenance. It has nothing to do with shipping at all. Okay, just extend the time.
Yeah, whenever I go to something, they're like, "Oh, they have the lowest price," and then I go see I calculate the full thing with their shipping, and I'm like, "Fuck it, I can do math."
It, okay, and I'm talking to them on customer service chat with a human, not an AI, and I'm like, "Is Express shipping now to my country?" Yes. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reorder it. Okay, it's going to arrive before my expected October 8th, and then I'm going to return.
What did you order?
And you're going to have to re-earn my business.
What did you order?
I reordered these. Hold on. So a few days ago, my October 8th order shows up. Okay, and the order that I made like a week ago, that I reordered it, arrived like yesterday by FedEx. Okay, so these arrived within days of another. Okay, but these ones took 39 days to get here. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? What did they on a boat? I know that the origin was Singapore. What did they do? Put it on a boat and
Here's an interesting thing. China and Asia has like surpassed in all all terms. They've surpassed the West in so many things. But when it comes to like FedEx, DHL, all that, what's going on? They don't dominate anything. How come they don't do deliveries good? Like, shouldn't China have worldwide deliveries? I guess because America makes the planes, so they'd have to buy American planes to be like extra. It's the same thing with extra steps, so maybe that's why. What gives? Like, how come FedEx and UPS dominate the world with shipping?
I'll tell you why. 3 words. Ready?
Yeah.
Major League Baseball.
Really?
Major League Baseball.
What makashua? That means what gives? They deliver Major League Baseball stuff?
It's Major League Baseball is really controlling everything. They say it's the Jews, but it's Major League Baseball.
Yeah. And you can't say it's corporations even because Major League Baseball is a sports association. It's a sports trade association.
Yeah, and it's an ideology too.
Non-for-profits. Ideology. That can't really argue with that. Can't really argue with that.
Once you have devoted fans, devotees,
yeah,
enthusiasts.
I know that
Major League Baseball.
Are the teams also non-for-profit? The teams have to be for-profit. You can't buy a non-profit for $400 million.
Sales. They're like, man, advertising for the World Series. It's not the Super Bowl, but it's just as good. I remember when I was a kid. It was 1984, and like Kirk Gibson was like a hero of mine, and I don't care, but we used to play in Little League, and the Detroit Tigers, our home team, had just I saw a catch from the opposing team. Someone hit it right into right field or left field. I don't remember what it was, and it was the third catch or whatever. And the Tigers won the World Series. And you could hear all of the houses. And it was before smart TVs. It was 1984. Like my TV still had to warm up, and it was a color TV, and people still watched black and white TVs back in then. Most of them were.
Man, can you imagine back in the day watching
All the ones.
baseball on a black and white TV? Ugh.
You
With a
remember
front
black?
door open and a screen door closed so you get some air. Wow. Nostalgia.
Do you remember as a kid? Every once in a while there'd be a black screen TV, black and white screen
No, no,
TV.
I remember as a kid because I remember having black and white TV, and that's just what there was. And then one day, like other people, like our neighbors got color TV, and then like another, and then like, this was within like 2 months. Then we got a color TV too. Um, and the color TV we had was nicer than theirs, and that's what my dad and mom said. They wanted to wait. They said because the first one that comes out is not as good as the second one. Think about the iPad, you know, 2 versus the iPad 1, and things like
It's always like that.
it's always like that.
Yeah.
So it was like
Yeah.
that with color TVs, and we just waited. It was a matter of months, and then ours was a little bit bigger and it had a couple knobs and stuff that was cool, and no remote. It was still you had to. I was the remote. There was no remote. Just think about that. And then
Now
maybe
there was cable TV. At some point, you had a satellite.
we had like a real satellite that was like,
Real satellite.
yeah.
Like,
And the satellite wouldn't work on 2 days of the year. It would have issues because the sun was at the worst at the spot. Like the satellite was over the sun, so
maximum or something.
it just didn't work. And
Flares.
but the technology, has changed. Remote we already had in the late '80s and stuff, but I remember black and white. And I got to say, it's boring. I know it's boring. Oh God, it's probably boring the audience too. So,
You and I did photography, man.
I still love black and white photography. I have this SLR camera, digital camera. I set it to black and white. I don't want to deal with all the colors. Also, when you put in colors, you could have like this colors, that colors. There's all these filters. It's just too much black. Nice and easy. The nostalgia about black and white. All right. I think we're at the 18-minute mark here. You want to share with us a quick fun fact before we let these good people go on their day?
I'm worried about deal with Saudi Arabia
Well,
and you.
don't do the deal then.
No,
What deal
they just deal for jets.
Dude, that guy, that was first he was like absolutely not, no peace with Israel. And now he's like, oh, if there's a 5 year, 5 years, what is it? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Like he says, if there's a window for a Palestinian state in 5 years, then he's willing to do peace. Oh, what happens in 5 years? Basically throwing the onus.
What does that mean?
He's vamping, because he doesn't want to say now I'll do peace with Israel, and then when they do the peace, there's no announcement. He's saying da 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 da, and then there's obviously going to be an announcement soon where they're going to do peace with Israel because that's a big deal for the region. And if he said, "Oh, okay, this is good, we can do peace," if he had said that, first of all, it makes it look there would be and then also it's like there would be response from the ground. This is just posturing so that when they have an announcement, it's a big deal.
They already signed the deal, and it didn't include Saudi joining the Abraham Accords, and I'm very upset about that.
It didn't include Saudi Arabia. Nah, you joking?
I'm not. Why would I joke about that, dude?
Come on. You understand that the deal is for signing the deal is for signing the Abraham Accords, and they don't want to say it because they want to make it so when they sign the Abraham Accords, it's announced. They don't want to talk about it now, but obviously that's the step in that direction. He's not getting the planes without the Abraham Accords. Just he's not getting it without the Abraham Accords. He's not getting the support and the maintenance and all that spare parts.
I think they signed the deal already.
Uh, Dude, the signature means nothing. The enforceability is what counts, and they obviously have a deal that will sell you this, and it's probably even written in the deal that as part of the Abraham Accords they can get that. They have to start the production out. Doesn't mean it's going to get hand over if they decide to back out. But it has to be that Israel is making peace with Saudi Arabia, not the other way. They're just posturing. This is really good sign. Like it's just a really good sign that the way to see it. And then also and this is not a bad idea. He wants to make it so that when he announces it, it's a big deal. Not like he's definitely setting the groundwork for it. And he doesn't want to announce. There's nothing to talk about till it's ready. But he's not getting those things for nothing. Like
Well, concerned about the QME. You know what the QME is? It's the
no.
qualitative edge. It means that Israel have the highest air superiority, and that has always been the policy of the United States.
Blah
And
blah blah. What do you call it? It's moving away from the United States. If your plan is, don't worry, America will come and save us, well, that really depends on the timing of the presidency and internal matters and whatever, all this other stuff. So if your plan is to have America come and save you, that's really a bad plan. So at this point, Israel has to maintain that qualitative edge by itself. It can't be like, well, America's going to help us, keep that edge. Um, and then also, they don't have the Israeli version of the F-35. They're getting the American version. Israeli is far superior. And the whole point is there'll be peace between them, a warm peace between us. But like I said, once that happens, Kuwait, Iraq, they'll come really close. So they don't want to talk about it until it's worth to talk about. And question is when? Is it another week? Is it another month? Is it another year? But they're clearly going in that direction. Like,
what do you think? When do you think it will happen? In your opinion?
I don't know. I don't know. So what happens is it really has to do with getting this military force in Gaza, okay? Because then there's nothing stopping the Palestinians from starting to do all the steps they can to either form a state or they go the other direction and form a terrorocracy, which is what they've been doing. Literally, it's a terrorocracy.
I've never heard of a
I just
terrorocracy.
made that up right now. It's just a terrorocracy. They're just creating a a theocracy that's based on terror. It's not based on religion. And they have a choice. Well, they've always had the choice, but here they'll have to either say, let's give up the terror idea and go create a state, and then within 5 years, if it ends up being 7 years, great, also for everybody. But it puts the onus on them to either say, hey, now's our chance to make a state. Um, so it has to do with getting rid of Hamas. And what's happening is everyone wants to see, will we get that multi blah 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 force? Will because the UN's not come through a multiple of times. So is the UN going to come through and do this? If not, if the thing flares up again, and I will note what happened last night in the news where there was a flare up, what is stopping Israel from completely taking out Hamas at this point? Because beforehand we were worried about hurting the hostages. Now that has been
What
removed.
remains of the last three?
Say again?
What's going on with the remains of the last three?
I don't know exactly, but it will definitely be easier to get them out if all of Hamas is not in the way. So, no matter what, and they can't. I mean, obviously, we don't want to hurt, damage the bodies or anything. But like at this point, like we're talking about, there's less risk of that type of collateral damage. So,
Right.
Saudi
Yeah.
Arabia. But let's get away from that point. Saudi Arabia is waiting to see how things play down and calm down in Gaza. And once he has something in place, it's like, listen, what more can we ask for? You guys want a state? This is your big chance. Do it. Get a currency, get a president, get democracy, get rid of Hamas, get rid of the PA. Do your own, do a state, not whatever. Because what you've been doing hasn't been working. Get rid of the PLO. They could completely reform and create a state. Or they won't, or they'll do something else. But now's their chance. You know what I'm saying? Israel's no longer in the way. Now it's the international community holding their hand. And if they just decide to perpetuate the problem, then that just tells the world this is if you want to help perpetuate the problem, get your checkbooks out. West is tired of covering this. If not, let's fix the problem, move them out, whatever. I don't know what they're going to do. Not move them out, let them leave even. And then the other thing is, if they're living in Gaza and there's peace in the region now, and they can move to Saudi Arabia and they're religious, why would they stay in Gaza? They can, and I'm not talking about everyone. I'm just saying a lot of them who are wealthy or whatever would want to move to Saudi Arabia based on from what I understand, their beliefs. Um, I don't know. And then no one's going to be forced to leave, obviously. I'm talking about people being allowed to move. Just like I want to go somewhere on vacation, I can do that. They should be allowed to do that, and they should be allowed to move somewhere else or move it back if they want to. But in the meantime, anytime we've done peace, Hamas just ruined it. So as long as they're in the picture with guns in their hands, Saudi Arabia's like, yeah. But once they're out of the picture, it's time to move on, and then Saudi Arabia is going to pick up the thing right away. Number one. Number two, don't forget it represents a massive investment on the part of Iran, like massive. And for them to just be either disarmed or destroyed is a huge blow for Iran also. And I'm pretty sure that as soon as there's a flare up with Gaza, there'll be a flare up with Yemen. And I'm sure there's been legwork put in to get rid of that problem also. Like they haven't slowed down the legwork on that at all. And then I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what
Uh,
happens. But that's what's happening with Saudi Arabia. And this is a step forward. This is not a leap forward. This is a small step forward. I wouldn't look at it any other way with the F-35. It's pretty clear. No one's getting the Abraham Accords means you get F-35s and other weapons. You don't get them otherwise. If they want to maybe make it look like we have this anyway, that's fine. They want to posture somewhere, but it was obviously an agreement between the two. Like, and anyway, it's not the other agreement was what more important. He basically made a situation where he's going to create like another NATO alliance, but in the Middle East. That's what it looks like Trump's doing, which I did not see happening. He's going to have another NATO. It's like a MITO, Middle East. What do you call it? Treaty organization. So
force the whatever they've got.
it's just be another like whatever NATO is and stuff. And yeah, and just create more regional power to counter Iran, so to speak, and then that's it.
I heard
And
that their rainfall was not enough to stop this drought.
it's a band aid, mamash a band aid.
Just a band aid.
Also, don't forget you still have whatever the population thing is, but yeah, 90 whatever it is, 70 million people. They're all drinking, showering, using. They're all using water on regular. It's not like we have rainwater. Everyone don't use water. We're fine. It just creates a little more leeway. But the problem is persistent. It's not a drought they're having for a month and a rainfall. This is like an 8 month drought. It's going to take more than a little storm to. And not only that, the worst part is oh, we have wait like we could be cool about it. It rained, everyone's fine. No, another week and a half of water is not that. That's not a
Now
good. That's not. That's not a.
you what you got.
Yeah, it's great to have another week and a half before you have to abandon the fucking city. Gives you more time to pack. But come on, that doesn't solve the problem at all. And the fact that they're going from this, people are like in a bad situation. They're just doing it day to
Look, I'm
day
laughing. I'm laughing about. I'm not. I feel bad for the.
for the people. I'm saying they've gone to a country. Most countries go from year to year. They're going from week to week now. That's bad for a country. All right, man, folks.
You got.
There we go. We went into politics, even though we said we wouldn't. But that's what's happening.
It was fun.
It was fun. It's a nice insight. The thing is, in 2 weeks, I'm going to look like an idiot for something I said.
No, it doesn't matter because you look.
They get outdated really quickly. Political opinions.
Let's acknowledge one thing. We're flies on the wall. Okay, we're just bullshitting here. Okay,
Exactly. We're just running the shit.
or never know what's going to happen. There's always going to be something to counter the other thing that's going to spook one side or spook another. Posturing this, that, whatever. We don't know what the future holds when it comes to anything, especially war. So
So I think for the next call, maybe we'll bring in some props, like some pictures of the recent war thing. We could talk about that. It's a war show now. And
Yeah,
on
war.
that note, we are past the half hour mark, and we should let these people get to their offices. They're probably done with their long drive.
Yeah.
We'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Smell you later.
See you later.
Bye.